I normally don't do script tease or title tease videos because for obvious reasons, the analysis lies in the footage that we get during the season run. But because news for Once Upon a Time during the summer minus Comic-Con is relatively lacking, I figured why not talk about the title of the season 6 premiere, The Savior. And I actually really like the title because it's ambiguous and it could be focused on both Emma or Regina. Now, in essence, we all know that Emma is the savior of Storybrooke. She's accepted that. She accepted that way back in season 3. We know she's the savior. But, as I said, the title's ambiguous, which means it could be focused on Regina. Now, a lot of us are thinking, and I think rightfully so, that season 6 is essentially going to be the Regina season. Why? Because there's 2 Reginas. I mean, how can you not have a Regina season when there's 2 of them? Now, way back in season 5, in the episode The Price, there was that whole gimmick of Regina being a possible savior, and I have a feeling they're going to bring that back for the run of season 6, having Regina become the new Pseudo savior in some regard. And I actually really like that. Now, what I have in mind, minorly, is that the episode is going to be really, really Regina-based with light Emma and possibly Captain Hook undertones. Now, as to what new untold story character gets introduced, I don't really know because the title doesn't give that much away. Like I said, the analysis for Once Upon a Time truly lies in the sneak peeks and the promos that we get, and obviously the episodes. But most of the videos I make on this channel or on my other channel are, reviews of the sneak peeks and the promos, which is when we really, really talk about the nitty-gritty of the show. So talking about a title doesn't really offer that much. I mean, for example, the season 4 episode 2 title was Whiteout. And, from that title, what could we think? Elsa will create a blizzard, and everyone in Storybrooke is going to experience a blizzard in one way or another. But what did she do? She created an ice wall. So here, all we can do from the title is kind of think that it's going to be focused on one of our 2 savior-like characters. I don't think it's going to be focused on Hook or Charming or Snow White. That doesn't really make sense. It's definitely not going to be focused on Henry unless they decide to make him the new author savior, which I truly would despise. So I really, really, really am inclined to think this episode is going to be essentially Emma in some way or another showing Regina how to be a savior. And when I mean showing, I mean there's this whole conflict that I read that Regina is going to be torn between being good and being evil, and this is probably Emma going to lightly show her how to not give in to evil, which I really feel will be redundant, but the show is also known for redundancy on a minor level. So, like I said, there's not too much more analysis. All I can assume is that the episode is going to be focused on either Regina or Emma. My hunch is Regina. And I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about the title in the comments below. This is a big deal for at least minor Once Upon a Time news, at least for right now. I mean, the season starts September 25th, and today is June 25th. So that's pretty cool that we're going to be getting the title essentially 3 months in advance to the season's premiere. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comments below. And also, I just wanted to note, one of you mentioned Oded Fehr to be Sinbad in Once Upon a Time. The casting call actually called for a guy in his 30s. Essentially, they want someone who's young. Oded Fehr is a little older, and I'm not saying that the show will be ageist because I feel that they could definitely work with him. He's a really good actor. He's very good as Zanku, who was a villain in Charmed, season 7. So I think Oded Fehr could be a very fair Zanku. I just think he might be a little bit too older for the part. But then again, Regina is 37, or Lana Parrilla is 37, and so are the other actresses. They're all in their mid to late 30s, so why couldn't Oded Fehr be Sinbad? Who really knows? But I just had wanted to offer that might be a reason why he won't be cast and why I feel that they're going to skew a little younger and also newer for both Sinbad and Scheherazade. So anyway, I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about the Savior episode title. I think it's a really cool title. I kind of like that the title is essentially named after a character, but as to which character it's focused on, we don't know yet, because what does Once Upon a Time do? It loves to be ambiguous until the season premiere. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning into this reaction, I guess I'll call it, in terms of Once Upon a Time news, and we'll talk Once Upon a Time news real soon. If you guys have any news articles or stories that you see, please send them to me on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever you want to. and I'll discuss them. I think Once Upon a Time videos are real fun to make. I think it offers a lot of discussion and a very involved comment section, which I like. All right, thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk real soon. Bye.